Hi, I'm Victoria Bragg, and
I'm Angie Nanthevong.
And we're with Sunrise Bookkeeping Services, and we're back. We're back to continue our discussion from our first video. If you've missed it, please go back and pick it up, because we told a little bit of personal stuff about us. But today we want to get into more about bookkeeping and why it's important. And one thing I wanted to start off with, Angie, we were just talking between the sessions, is we're bookkeepers. We're mainly like behind the scene people. And Angie's like,
Yes.
I hate this, but you're loving it, right?
No.
She looks great. She thinks she's a behind the scenes person. I'm actually a musician. If I could have my guitar, I would be so much more comfortable. I promise that would be.
Well, you should go get
it. I'm the singing bookkeeper. Well, let's talk a little bit about small businesses and some of their pitfalls, where they make their mistakes, and some of the things we've learned in our own coaching and mentoring. Angie and I continue to educate ourselves. We have been in major consulting between January and May of this year. And I say major, it was a very intense how to scale your business, how to look at yourself, how to be a leader, how to just basic job, QuickBooks skills, because we do work with QuickBooks Enterprise, and it is a machine. Most people, there's lots of softwares out there, but QuickBooks has been really good to us.
Yes.
And
highly recommend QuickBooks.
Thank you. I do too. And the things we don't know, we know how to find out, right?
For sure.
So you were just telling me in one of our coaching sessions, can you bring up those statistics about small businesses and how many, and we're not doing this to scare you, but it is just the truth. How many actually make it? What are the risks in opening up your own business? She has left, and now it's just me.
Okay, so 20% of businesses fail within the first 2 years. 50% fail within the first 5 years, and 65% of businesses fail within 10 years.
10 years. Well, see, and we've been just in our conversation kind of throwing years around here, and it does not take long to get to 10 years. We've already made almost that first 3-year mark. So we would call ourselves, as incorporated, we would call ourselves very successful, according to the statistics of how small businesses, the risk of them making it. So let me say this to you. If you're a small business and you have just gotten into business, or you're in that 3 to 5 year mark, and you are struggling, or maybe you're not, maybe you've scaled really fast, you will have struggles that even the small business that is not making it so well is having. Because when you have a big influx of customers or business dollars, all that has to be managed. And bookkeeping is the foundation of that. And I'm not just here pitching you something. This is just the truth of what we found with small businesses. Most entrepreneurs, and I've been there, done this, jump out there because I have an idea and I have a passion and I want to do it. And that's all I really think about. I haven't really given much thought about the infrastructure of my business and what lies by the foundation of it. So how would you say, can you just give me some things off the top of your head about what bookkeeping, how it helps lay that solid foundation for a business?
Budgeting is a big...
Oh, that's probably one of the biggest.
And I think a lot of times business owners don't really understand their numbers, or they don't know what the numbers mean. And so bookkeepers play a huge part of being able to go in and
organize the numbers.
There's more than that.
Actually, the way it's actually been worded to me through the years is marry the numbers. Because when you start marrying your income and expenses bumped up against your assets, and your liabilities are what you owe and what you own, there's where your real numbers are to tell you if you're successful or not, or to simply tell you if you're making money. because many small businesses just collect their money, and if they have enough to get by and pay their bills, they call that successful. This is where we're going above and beyond in Sunrise. We want to be able to educate our clients to the point of where they know what their numbers mean. We're going to have that coffee with you. We're going to sit down with you and make sure that you know what your profit and loss means, your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet, and how all that incorporates into your income taxes. Now, are we tax professionals? Let me say a big fat, oh, we are not tax professionals, nor will we ever claim to be.
We don't want to be.
But we will work hand in glove with your accountant, and so that your numbers will be correct. Let me tell you something. When your numbers are correct, you can sleep a little better at night because it helps you, doesn't it? Do you sleep better knowing our numbers?
Yes.
Angie plays with our numbers all the time. She is the bookkeeper for Sunrise.
I am. And I love it.
She absolutely loves it. She says, this is where I thrive. And that I really appreciate that. We'll go back to Sunrise just for a moment. She is the CEO of our company. I am the marketer because obviously I'm the one that just likes to talk all the time. And so I'll get out there and I'm probably going to be the first face you're going to see. And then after that, you will definitely see and hear from both of us. We've worked pretty hard on, and still continue to do that as we scale. And I want you to think about this as in your own small business. Who are those people? Is it just you? Is it you and your spouse, which I have a business like that? My spouse is actually staring at me from behind this camera. And we have business together. And we have to find out where are our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. One of the coaches that is helping us right now is Bridget Vegter she's online. She has her own she's a financial advisor and also helps with small businesses as well. But she's been taking us through some coaching sessions. And she has been just fabulous in, helping us look at some of those small pieces of the infrastructure of our own businesses. So we're passing that on to you, not only as we learn, but as knowledge that we've gained even through the years on how do you look at those people that are employed with you, or is it just you and your husband or you and your spouse, where are your strengths, and where, when you find those strengths with each other, you're going to move faster. Let's talk about where we found one of our strengths just the other day in a consultation in a business. Remember when we sat down together, it seemed like all of a sudden it gelled with that one consultation. Do you remember that?
Which one?
Which one? You were on your computer, like moving really fast. And I was just talking to the client. But as I was gaining information, she was putting together documents.
Oh, yes.
Tell me a little bit about that from your perspective and how you felt like that was just a place that we finally gelled and a real strength that moved us forward in that one consultation.
Well, it solidified our processes for our own business.
That is true. So
is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Because we both felt it. I thought, oh my gosh, I was asking the questions as they popped into my head. She was there organizing those questions into document form, basically. And before we knew it, we had all the documents signed we needed. Our customer was happy, and we were off and running. So just in that one thing, we found some real strengths between each other. And that is what part of our mission is. We're going to help you find those, or help you know how to look for those strengths in your business. We don't just want you to be out there running amok, making money because you can. We want you to enjoy your business while you're doing that, because another thing happens in small business. I could never do this without you.
And I could never, ever without you.
Excuse us while we have a moment. But this is the truth. This is the truth. It's a partnership. When you start really helping and serving the community and serving other employees, you want somebody to share that burden with you, and you want to know that person so well that you understand where each other's strengths are. I think that's pretty important. So at this moment, I think we've got probably enough to say, hey, let's cut this one off and we'll catch you on the next video. And we're going to talk a little bit more intense about what's going on in the world economics today and how that's affecting Americans especially, and those things that you need to be looking out for as a small business.